Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I'm talking about a television series that just came back for its third season, and very, very long and highly awaited season. And I can't believe it's actually been 3 years between season 2 and season 3. Of course, there's not their fault. Problems with the television network that they were on, Fox basically, and then now they're on Hulu. Of course, I am talking about the Orville, which is the season 3 is actually called what is it? The Orville New Horizons rather, and I actually missed the show quite a bit. Came out first in 2017, and the second season ended in 2019, and then it just had the first episode on Thursday. And I must tell you, it was an absolutely wonderful episode. And that's why I decided I really want to talk about this show. I would have talked about it anyhow, but the episode was absolutely brilliant. It was killing it out of the park. I'm reminded about all the because as most people who have seen it and know Seth MacFarlane, because it's created by Seth MacFarlane, and he's also playing the main character, the captain. He's a big Star Trek fan because he likes a lot of science fiction, but definitely his biggest influence for the show is a lot to do with Star Trek TOS and Star Trek TNG, but I think mainly TNG with a little bit mix of Star Wars and other science fiction shows. But yeah, I think the Orville is kind of like uh, uh, it's got its own kind of thing going on right now. But yes, it does remind me a lot of Star Trek, some of the episodes. And this one too, the way it tackles suicide, it's a deep and dark subject, but I thought they did it brilliantly, because had it been any other show, I think they would have, especially because of the character, since the character is basically a robot, an android with AI, and not an actual living being. Um, the way that they've taken it, they approached it was absolutely wonderful. It came out really, really well. So I'm really surprised and really happy that they did such an episode. But they've ever since the show started airing, they've been one of my favorite TV shows. Definitely one of my favorite science fiction shows, and I am not 100% sure, but I've been reading that this is actually going to be their last season, and it is a shame and it's a travesty that if it is so. Apparently, the producers have come out and say that it's not. It kind of depends on how well it does, how the demand is, and I hope it's going to go really well, because this show deserves to have many episodes and many seasons. Um, I am disappointed that it's gone to Hulu, because streaming services. Uh, One of my biggest complaints is that you don't get to see the old style multiple episodes season, where you have several episodes, like 20, 24 episodes per season. You actually get to flesh out these characters a lot, and they do have a lot of characters, so giving them enough time, having an episodic format for the show gives you a lot of time to get to know your characters, get to love the characters, and develop them, make them mature, fleshing them out quite a lot. All the great science fiction series, like in Star Trek, in Stargate, Battlestar Galactica, all of this benefited a lot from that. And unfortunately, in this era of streaming services, you're not getting that kind of numbers in terms of episode. You've got the Star Trek shows like Discovery and Picard, which are very few in number. I think initially Discovery had like 15, 16 episodes the first season, and then maybe like 14, and then 13, and now just like 11, which I don't really mind, because it's Discovery, and Discovery is actually not that great. Picard is only 10, but I think the show was actually meant to only be 10. Disappointed that Star Trek Strange New Worlds is only 10. It's perfect episodic format. Had it been on a network show, I think they definitely would have gone for more episodes. They still might from season 2 onwards, but first season is only 10 episodes, which is something that I can't stand right now about television shows. I mean, I love shows that are like, lengthy and all that stuff, but so many episodes that you can just watch and, be completely lost into, which I'm not getting from most of the shows these days, to be honest. And that's really disappointing. And I can watch it and then, has the 3 year absence been problematic for the show? It's too early to say right now. I think by the end of the third season, we'll get to know the numbers and, have people come back. I definitely am. I'm part of a Facebook group that's dedicated to the Orville, and we've all been waiting impatiently for the show to come back. And I love the show. It's like a friend that has been away, living in another country almost, and you barely been able to keep in touch because of external factors. And the show's come back, and you realize it's really good, and you've missed it so much, but the friend has come back. That's what I actually feel. Brilliant show. I say brilliant, but because they've got a lot of comedy in it, that's one of the factors which probably had stopped it from being a really wonderful, critically acclaimed stuff. Season 1, the humor was really, halting there. Even though I kind of enjoyed, I think that did kind of put a spanner in the works. A lot of critics didn't actually like it, although fans seem to love it. And the other factor is Seth MacFarlane. I really love Seth MacFarlane. I love the stuff that he does. So for me it's great. I haven't watched Family Guy. I'm not really planning to watch that show at all. But I've loved the movies that he's been in, and definitely the Orville as well. So really, really love it. It's kind of his passion project, and I'll be really disappointed if external factors is leading him to abandon the project and stop it after 3 seasons. Come on, man! This is your baby. This is your Star Trek. He wanted to do Star Trek, and basically he got his own thing, which is just like Star Trek. And it was always being compared with Discovery because they kind of ran at the same time, and it kicked Discovery's ass. Like I said, season 1, wasn't really that critically acclaimed or anything like that, but they did have some really good episodes. I'm always going to think about the episode number 3, which I really loved. Season 2 was really good. The Kalons, as they're called, really, really interesting factor with Isaac on the main part of the bridge. Being a main crew member, a bridge bridge officer is what I wanted to say. So all those factors put in. This is I don't know how they're going to actually end the show. I'm really, really excited for more episodes, but that's it. I don't want the show to end. I wanted to go for 10-15 years. If they could. But I don't think he actually planned to do it for 10-15 years, but maybe 5 or 6, definitely. You don't have your passion project and not have it for a few years on screen. But yeah, those problems plus the pandemic also put So I don't know. I'm not sure. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope the show actually continues, and that these are just rumors. But I don't know. I think I have season 1 and season 2 on DVD. Where is it? Yeah, I've got season 1 over here, and I think somewhere up there I've got season 2. And I definitely will get season 3 along with the other shows as well, like in Star Trek. I don't have Picard season 1 and 2. I only have season 1 of Discovery, so I'll get the other shows. But yeah, Discovery is my least favorite Star Trek. So kind of like Galaxy Quest, this is, I suppose, a lot of Star Trek fans would say this is kind of like an unofficial Star Trek. So I don't know. It's got its thing going on for guys. It's really wonderful. Even if you're not a really big fan of science fiction, I think you should try and watch the show. I think you should watch Star Trek in the first place. So what we shall see. Yeah, I think the only show currently on Star Trek, which is the animated, supposed to be meant for kids, but it isn't really, to be honest. The one on Nickelodeon, which is Star Trek Prodigy, has got 20 episodes. They've only shown 10 so far, but there's a big gap between that and the next episodes it'll showcase later this year. But yeah, they are planning on having 20 episode seasons. Please, please stay on. I definitely want the show to continue. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say about season 3 premiering, and really enjoying the episode that I was watching last night. So thank you guys. I shall see you again in the next video that's coming up pretty soon. In fact, I've got I'm talking about another television series immediately after this.